NHTLM. I'm Narc Say They Love Me. I'm Narc Say They Love Me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm NarcsHTLM on Instagram. And if you want to speak with me directly, I'm narcsaytheylove.me@gmail.com. Alright. narcsaytheylove.me@gmail.com. Alright. I think what I'm going to do, start doing, because we are sharing so much information with people that have been through similar experiences with the narcissist. I think I'm going to start to just pick a random post out of the group and address the scenario here on YouTube. All right. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And that way, it'll not only help me create more content, but also it'll answer a lot of questions. For those of you that are just coming into the group, what group am I speaking of? Narcissist Anonymous 101, the Empath Tribe on Facebook. Okay, so it'll help people that's just now coming to awareness about the disorder, and it'll also help, those that have shared that experience understand it, bring them clarification, basically. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to try to do, starting with a comment that I have right now, right here, right now. The question is, why does new supply ask other people about old supply? Would love to get that answer, please. Would love to give you that answer. Yeah, I would love to share that answer. Why does new supply ask other people about old supply? All right, new supply ask other people about old supply. Why do they do that? Number one, because they don't know any better. They don't know. They're not in a typical relationship. They don't know that they are in a cloud of dysfunction. I mean, the normal reaction to being in a relationship and the things are not working, then, you can ask other people about this person. But as this pertains to narcissism, it's not functional. Okay? So they don't know. And the second reason will be because the other people are the closest thing that they'll ever get, that new supply will ever get, to asking you. Okay? You, meaning the old supply themselves. So they resort to the other people, which are the flying monkeys and the enablers. Little do they know, they're asking the flying monkeys and enablers. And that's going to come back to bite them in the butt. I've done it time and time and time and time again. Not learning from my mistakes. Right? Even after studying the disorder, being around as a spectator and observing what was going on around me, and I'm knowing it's a disorder, but a lot of times I would fail and make the same mistake over and over and over again, not accepting that disorder for what it is and the roles that everybody play, and how that loyalty with other people is going to lie with the narc before it will lie with me, right, as a new supply. So the other people are the closest thing that they're going to get to asking you, which you may be the old supply. Now remember, before you even step foot into the love bomb stage with the narcissist gave you a speech. They gave you a speech, and you believe the words before you can even put actions to it. So when they started to act outside of these words that they they put in your ear, they put in your head. When they started acting outside of this, then the new supply, if you were the new supply, you're not believing, you're not buying what the narcissist has put down, what the narcissist has told you. You're not believing it. So the third reason is you're starting to move as a new supply. You're starting to move in a place of self-doubt. Not self-doubt, but doubting the narcissist, because the actions and the words are not aligning. And so you start to ask yourself, well, I wonder if these other people around this narcissist have they had the same run-ins? Have they seen this person act like this? I mean, am I really the worst person in the world? Because that's what the narcissist is telling me. The narcissist is telling me that I only have problems with you. I don't have these problems with anybody else. So you start to wonder, have they seen this? The new supply, when that mask slips, I mean, it's a total flip. All of a sudden, they flip that switch. You start to feel like you're crazy. Like, I thought this person told me this, thought this person told me that. You're trying to hold them to truth. You're trying to see the potential in them. And it's none there because it's a disorder. Right? So you, as the new supply, you try to reach out to whoever it is around the narc that deals with them, here and there, anybody, any flying monkey and enabler, anybody. But when you're in that cloud, you don't think about, you don't apply, this is a flying monkey, this is an enabler. You just want to be heard, you want to be validated, you want to know if you're the crazy one. And then you also ask yourself, has anybody else seen this side of the narcissist? Has anybody else dealt with the narcissist? How do these other people go along and get along so easily with the narcissist? I mean, it's sick. It's a sick psychological, demonic mind game. It really is. So, since they can't reach out to the old supply, they may not have a phone number. They may not be friends with this person on Facebook. Also, they've already been told some things about the old supply. The narcissist has been doing some grooming there. Before you even step foot into the love bomb, they're doing some grooming there. And so you feel like, before you step foot into the love bomb, you feel like there's no reason for me to reach out to the old supply or the ex. I'm just going to ask these other people that surround them. So those are the top 3 reasons, in my opinion. I've lived this. I'm speaking from what I've lived, what I've experienced, the mistakes that I've made. If the new supply were to reach out to me as the old supply, I'm going to tell them, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never had those problems. I've never had those problems. Maybe you and the narcissist should go to counseling and speak with somebody about your problems. Speak with a therapist or something like that about your problems. I don't know what you're talking about. Here I am with a whole YouTube channel dedicated to spreading the awareness. I'll tell a new supply so fast, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Because let me tell you why I would say that. Because when they go out and get a new supply, even a lot of you guys know this. You may not think about it. When they go out and get a new supply, sometimes you know that this narcissist is still dealing with somebody else. And before they move you up into that primary seat, that grade A supply, that seat there, you're hearing the ex in the background, or the person that's about to become the ex. So you enable them in their toxicity and their game. You just don't understand. Like when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't know it's a game, but you know that there's somebody else that's ready to be out of the door. And the narc is grooming you to move you on over in that thing so they can come in. And like the narc says, you're just a placeholder. You're not going to get treated any differently or any better. They just want a placeholder, a new placeholder. They want that initial, that excitement, that burst of energy into just getting with somebody that's new. There's not anything special about you to the narc, no qualities or anything. They just want to be with somebody that's new. Okay, they like to create this fake character. They have to add, they have to add to customize this character because this person is new. All right. See, I know, look, when it comes to narcissism, you can't just talk to anybody. You can't just talk to anybody. And you don't think about the fact that you can't talk to the other people that's in their circle. Because the narc's loyalty does not lie with you before it lies with them. Oh no. The narcs don't trust their flying monkeys and enablers, but at the same time, this is the best thing that they got going so that they can continue to operate in this disorder, to play these games so they can get what they want. And the flying monkeys and enablers, some of them know that the narcissist is dysfunctional, that this person is dysfunctional. And they also know to come around every now and again, because if they were to stay there like you and always be around the narcissist like you, it's going to be a problem. They're going to find out that the narcissist doesn't value anybody, whether somebody's flying for them or not, whether somebody's benefiting them or not. The narcissist just want what they want in the heat of the moment. And they will block and shelf whoever it is that they have to in order to get their way. So you can't just talk to anybody about it. Psychiatrists, psychologists, mental health therapists, I know what you do. My ex-narc is a mental health therapist. I have seen in 2000, I think she graduated from grad school in 2013 as a mental health therapist. She got enough CEUs to get every time you get a certain amount of CEUs, you go up. CEU credits, you go up. You can be a LPC, and then something, and then a LSW, and then go get your doctorate. She's a LSW trying to get the doctorate right now. Oh, it's a scary thing. Oh, this thing is real. It's very scary. So, as a LSW, she has to keep attending these workshops. Every job that she works, because she cannot keep a job, every job that she works, they require that they have to go get these CEUs. So they may have to do a workshop, which in my experience, I've seen and I've heard it. What's the workshop about today? It's about narcissism. That's what the ex-narc said. It's about narcissism, and I'm on the phone like, oh. Next question. The ex-narc will ask, do you want to stay on the phone with me? Yeah, I want to stay on the phone. Man, yeah, I want to stay on the phone. See, to the narc, it sounds like I care because I'm on the phone. But in my world, I don't care to be on the phone. I just want to hear what they're talking about because I already know about the disorder. And they put such a blanket on the disorder in the workshops to where it feels like to the mental health therapists, all of them, whether they're narcissistic or not, it feels like I'm bored, I'm ready to go. This is a waste of my time. I heard the guy talking in the workshop. I heard the guy. And what he was saying about narcissism didn't sound anything like what we're saying about narcissism right now. And that was years ago. I told you guys, when I found out about the disorder, it was about a year after I had been in a relationship with the narc. And I stayed there 5, 6, something like that, 5 years, 6 years, something like that. Even after knowing, observing, manipulating myself. I did a lot of manipulation myself. I mean, I had to. Um, but yeah, the guy was talking. I'm not gonna say his name. I know his name. I asked. Guy was talking. It didn't sound anything like narcissism, but they had to do the workshops because, and this is what I came up with. I didn't ask this narcissist for an answer. Some things you could just put together. You could put the pieces together and it'll reveal the truth. So the thing was, when I found out about the disorder, I went straight into the DSM book. Purple book. I remember seeing it and laying around. I found that book one day, right after I found out, and I started to look in there for the disorder because she used to always keep that book by her. So I was looking in there for narcissism. I didn't see anything. And so I came to the conclusion that they're trying to bring these mental health therapists and doctors and stuff up to speed because they weren't taught anything about it in school. If they graduated in the year of 2013, 14, something like that. So the workshops are to give them CEU credits, and they'll be able to, hold therapy sessions with different clients, different people that's going through the disorder. That's what the workshops are for. But like I said, it's such a blanket in them, and also they're only reading out of a book. They haven't experienced anything. A lot of them are narcissists and they don't even know it. Some know it, some don't. So they were trying to bring them up to speed so that they can earn more CEU hours. My ex-narc said, look, I just want the hours. I'm trying to make more money and I'm trying to move up, trying to get a bigger check. But I'm only going to this because my job is requiring me to do so. And if the job is requiring that they do that, then that means that they're being presented with more cases like this. I had a client not too long ago to say that my therapist told me that I need to talk to somebody about this disorder. And I'm like, your therapist told you this? She said, yeah. She said, so I'm talking to you. I reached out to you. And I said, okay. And that's more confirmation on top of what I just shared. More confirmation on top of what I just shared. But yeah, they have to reach out to other people around the narc, because this is the closest that they're going to get to you, to reaching out to you. That's the old supply. The narc is all about isolation. They have to keep everybody isolated because they don't want you to get with somebody like the old supply. And then you guys have a bash party and expose the narcissist for what the narcissist is. Now you're threatening to the harem. Now you're a problem. You can't self-regulate. You can't regulate the narcissist's emotions if you're standing around questioning, if you're standing around demanding answers. That's not going to make them happy. So you have to go. You have to go out of the door. You have to be shelved. So to keep you guys isolated, keep everybody isolated, the narc can continue to play their game. Okay, and they know that other people, if you were to reach out to other people as the new supply, those other people, again, are flying monkeys and enablers. They're going to reach right back out to the narc. And the narc is going to be angry at them. And the narc is also going to be angry at you. But if you have a bash party, then they run the risk of, not only exposing the narc, but also you run the risk of abandoning them. Hope that makes sense. I pray that makes sense. Sometimes this stuff is hard to put in words. Once you see it, it makes complete sense. I mean, it just lay all out. It lays out. But explaining it sometimes can be like a doggone equation or something. Especially if you're just coming into the know about the disorder you're trying to learn. All right, so guys, it's good to have the knowledge. All right, it's good to have the knowledge. That way you can spread it, and if we spread it, we can cut all supply short for narcissists. And also, don't just spread it, apply it. Okay, apply it, because that there is wisdom when you can apply. All right, I leave you with peace. I leave you with love. I leave you with power. Like, share, subscribe, and comment on YouTube, guys. Please comment on YouTube. This is how I get these videos. I get this truth out here. Comment on YouTube. If you're not comfortable with commenting on YouTube, comment in the group, Narcissist Anonymous 101. But I prefer everybody get to a place to where you can comment on YouTube. People are going to read your comments. They're going to be able to relate to your comments. They're going to be able to comment themselves when they see other people commenting. This is no secret anymore. This is no secret. All right? Again, I'm Narc Say They Love Me, and I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves and enjoy this weekend. Peace. Love you. Pow. Take care.